up, guys? We got Tucson versus the LA Clippers.
Mark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Here we go. Last outing for the Clippers, it was a loss to the Celtics in Boston. A real closely contested game. They couldn't come up with a couple of key baskets, and they lost by 3.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
And the Clippers starting 5. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now, here's Stockton. Fires from deep. Sinks the triple.
Got to close out on Stockton now. He's a deadly three-point shooter and has textbook.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries,
That's amazing.
a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will. That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
First team foul.
Punishing move there on the
Shooting for
interior.
Los Angeles.
Usually Leonard's going to get the bucket,
Taking
draw
2
the
shots.
foul, or both.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Magic doing a little self-serve, going vertical on him.
Ball passes to Leonard. Now Zubac, Abdul-Jabbar covering. And Batum kicks to Zubac. Leonard looking over the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jordan with the rebound. And so Jordan will bring it up for Las Vegas. 3-point lead. Shoots over Leonard. Jordan can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Back to Leonard from the arc. The rebound by Johnson.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
Always looking to drive in attack mode constantly. The D gives him a lane, he tears him up.
Nobody near Jordan. No good on the triple.
And they had some boxed coverage that turned into no coverage.
Jordan finds Johnson. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's length really makes him a threat on the offensive glass.
So for Las Vegas, Duncan comes in for Kevin Garnett. And James Harden subbed in for Michael Jordan. And then for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kawhi Leonard.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GM, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
Ball passes to Morris. No good on the shot, and it's Las Vegas the other way. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Wall. 5 points in the game.
Boy, Wall giving me some evidence of that bounce, throwing it down with authority.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lou and I were able to chat. Said priority number one is to not let these guys get going from the perimeter. Do not let them start getting open threes. It's a recipe for disaster.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense. Stockton right side, stolen by George. Here's Wall. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Duncan's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass. Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
And here's George. John Stockton hit 3 to go moments ago. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. If the name doesn't give it away, Clark, Kenyon Martin Jr. has basketball in his blood.
Well, Kevin, you heard me
Tyronn
say before,
Lue.
you cannot run away from the DNA. His father was the first overall draft pick and a really fun and good player to watch. You definitely see him in Kenyon Martin Jr., who is very gifted in his own right and making a nice name for himself.
Here's what Las Vegas has got going right now. Garnett comes in for Abdul-Jabbar, and it's Jordan in for James Harden. And Covington sends it back.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
Powell dishes to Jackson. Here's Mann. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. 11-point game. Stockton, no good. Powell against Stockton. Powell kicks to Jackson. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
I tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And so it's Las Vegas, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen from Las Vegas so far, guys, what are you seeing?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Running out there with John Stockton. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Jordan in the shooting guard position. So with George on the bench, here's who Teron Lue's going with. They've got Ivica Zubac. Robert Covington out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Mann in at the 2.
Michael Jordan, MJ. It really doesn't get much better than this.
And a look at the Mobile One drive. Driving right into your living room.
And that's a thing of beauty. Certain plays, almost no words. You just sit back and appreciate it.
Jackson misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so, Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
Poked loose and stolen by Stockton. Johnson kicks to Jordan, and they double up Jordan. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. From deep three-point range, they get it back. The second chance effort. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Catching the defender there off balance. Jordan with the great strength to convert through contact. Let's see what he can do there at the line.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Robert Covington. Paul George comes in for Mann. And John Wall subbed in for Reggie Jackson.
He's been ice cold tonight. You know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Las Vegas leading by 16. Johnson left side. Jordan outside. Sinks that one from a post. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Leonard kicks to Wall. Pass to Zubats. He feeds it to George. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You know, George not content just to roam the perimeter now. He'll attack the heart of the defense as well.
And first time out of the game called for Las Vegas.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
So for Las Vegas, Reedy's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Duncan comes in for Kevin Garnett. And it's James Harden in for John Stockton. Jordan deciding where to go with it. The Clippers grab the miss.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. So for Las Vegas, Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Reed. Garnett comes in for Duncan. And it's Stockton in for James Harden. Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Powell comes in for Kawhi Leonard.
And as good as Draymond Green has been on the floor, this guy will be an all-time broadcaster, already a popular podcast. Great TV studio appearances as well.
Garnett against Morris. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Garnett. Now Las Vegas moving it up. Here's Jordan, and Jordan slams it in.
In the open floor, few are better than Jordan. MJ can literally fly.
Clippers trail by 18, and Draymond Green, the next broadcasting star. You've watched his work. Why is that?
And Kevin, I think his basketball IQ is incredible, and we see that when he plays, but he can also vocalize it to the audience. And of course, Draymond is not afraid to say what he thinks.
From deep, and there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here is Los Angeles now. George looking over the
2
floor.
minutes remaining in the first
Back to
half.
Wall.
2 minutes.
Pass to Powell from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Stockton from outside. Garnett the pass to Jordan. Shoots over Batum. Kicks it out to Jordan. Tries yet again. He takes it up and lays it in. And that's 12 points for Jordan.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the Clippers call time here.
You can see the coach very displeased with their defensive effort on the glass. They're giving up a bunch of second chance points. They got to get that corrected.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. Wall passes to George. Down low, here's Covington. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Covington's got his first points of the night.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his basketball.
6 the three-pointer.
What a quarter for him. He's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Ball passes to Covington. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The shot by Stockton, no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And it's good. 2
Paul
points.
George.
George has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Powell kicks to Wall. Here's George. And it's Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside for Stockton. Lets the 3 fly. And it's sent back by George.
George clearly one of the best two-way players in the game. He never takes a play off defensively.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Stockton the pass to Jordan. Back to Stockton. He gets it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
The second quarter with the score.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Checking out Las Vegas. Kenny, what was your impression?
Their effort on the glass, absolutely key to setting the tone. They wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they wanted to dominate.
And that'll...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. John Stockton really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Magic Johnson is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Garnett, and it's Hayes in at the center position. Jordan against Leonard. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, Harden. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate and hate unforced errors.
Abdul-Jabbar checked in for Hayes. Clippers trail by 17. And for the Clippers, and small and power forwards, Leonard and Batum. Paul George is out there with Wall. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. Leonard the pass to Batum. Harden grabs the miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And for Las Vegas, we've got Garnett. Magic Johnson is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Abdul-Jabbar. And at the 5, roaming the paint. Just a few years ago, we saw a lot of teams toying with this small ball lineup. But I think it is unquestionably big men are back.
You know, Kevin, I will agree because simply when you look at it, there are a lot of really high-quality big guys that can do it inside and out. And so going small is a less frequent approach at this point. And it's one that poses a lot of challenges in my mind. Hard not to respect how tough Jordan is inside. Really good at angling his body to pick up a foul.
And so Jordan nails both of them. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Back to Wall. He dishes it to George. Good defense by Abdul-Jabbar. And so Jordan will bring it up for Las Vegas. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw.
Let's see whose ball. I gotta see, because this shouldn't be their ball.
So for the Clippers, Man comes in for George, and it's Jackson in for John Wall. Clippers trail by 18. Jackson passes to Mann. Back to Jackson. All alone. And he comes up with the deuce. Mann's got his first bucket of the night.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson. Using his poise and vision to make a play.
Las Vegas calls timeout. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Las Vegas. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Jordan with the bucket.
Efficiency personified there. Jordan scoring at will, taking over the game whenever he chooses.
To the inside. A shot by Batum, no good. Las Vegas leading by 17. Michael Jordan again. Jordan's got 25 points in the game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Jackson. Shot on the wing. Leonard, no luck.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Jackson against Jordan. 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. He takes it in. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, the explosive doesn't even begin to describe it. Jordan simply flying.
And the Clippers call time here. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
And Las Vegas will go for a different look here. Reedy's checked in for Garnett. Stockton comes in for Abdul-Jabbar. D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Michael Jordan. And James Harden is subbed in for Johnson. And then for the Clippers, Morris is checked in for Zubac. And it's Powell in for Nicholas Batum. Well, the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Morris with the bucket.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
Stockton passes to Melton. Harden scanning the floor. Las Vegas with a new shot clock.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
From deep. Outside for Stockton. Powell with the steal. In the corner, it's Morris. And again, it's
Marcus
the Clippers
Morris.
from deep.
3
And a
points.
guy with more of a mid-range game. Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
And the pass to Stockton. Fires the 3. Stockton can't get that one to fall.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
The shot by Powell, no good. Las Vegas leading by 17. Stockton with it. Guarded now by Morris. Duncan trying to break loose. They grab their own miss. Here's Stockton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's now 26 points for John Stockton.
They are just
How many points do Michael Jordan have? 27.
killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
From deep three-point range, and they get it back.
But that offensive rebound right there, they're likely to have the last possession.
Here's Harden, and it's good for 2. Harden's got his first basket of the night.
Circus shots, creative shots, they're a specialty for Harden. There's a reason why he's won a few scoring titles. He knows how to get it in the basket.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
In the corner, it's Stockton. Back to Harden. It off in time, and that one released in time, but no good.
The third quarter.
Michael Jordan getting it done for Las Vegas. A terrific quarter for him, and now he has a total of 27 points. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 19. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. And it's George in at the small forward. 4 on the shot clock. Powell, no one around him, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Las Vegas leading by 19 points. Johnson finds Jordan. It's Jordan on the wing. For 3, hits the three-pointer. Jordan's got 30.
You know, the 3 shot is not a go-to shot for MJ, but his touch still undeniable.
16 feet away, and good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson.
Assisted by Magic
Johnson's
Johnson.
got 4 assists in the game. And an important part of every team's game, along with the hustle stats for Las Vegas.
I like the fact that they've been very impressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Outside, Wall. Shoots over Johnson. Wall's shot is off.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Here's Jordan. Batum grabs the miss. Kicks it out to Jordan. Second shot opportunity. And that one's good by Abdul-Jabbar.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Wall dishes to Powell. Back to Wall. Zubac against Abdul-Jabbar. And here's George for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Jordan up top, defended by George. And it's out of bounds for Las Vegas.
Las Vegas into the lineup for Los Angeles, Robert Covington.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Kennard with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. The 10-footer. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clear.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
With options like the G League Ignite team, fewer players feel they have to go to college. Would you have been tempted by those options?
I don't think I would have been personally, Kevin, but I do like the fact that there are other pathways to the NBA. College is not for everybody. I think it's one of the surest ways to develop as a person and your game, but it's not for everybody. So I like the fact that there are other pathways to get to the NBA. No doubt about the brilliance of Jordan as a player, outstanding at knowing when to go get that alley-oop.
It's stolen by Duncan. He kicks it to Jordan. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Defensive foul called on.
Too many good looks from in close.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Hayes is checked in. Jackson, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
You know, there's so much that's amazing to me about Jordan, but his endurance stands out. He consistently gets stronger, it seems, as the game goes on.
And George gets it to go.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as you can take him.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Johnson against Jackson. Kennard for three. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Outstanding finishing there by Jordan. Terrific at getting inside and powering the flush down.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
1:53 left here in the fourth quarter.
He just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Jackson against Johnson. And here's George for three. Good for his sixth make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Nice setup for one of the game's best shooters. Paul George, cash money on the catch and shoot.
And again, it's Michael Jordan. Jordan's got 47 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
That was a second look at our Mobile One Drive. Amazing control on display.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or
Las Vegas
for
calls
yourself.
timeout.
Las Vegas calls timeout. Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Michael Jordan.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Stolen by George.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Las Vegas.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You'd love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Michael Jordan.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Jordan outside. 6 on the shot clock. The dive for the ball. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Abdul-Jabbar. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
John
Really no
Stockton.
idea
First
why you're
personal
fouled
I'm gonna try to hit a buzzer beater.
in a situation
Third
like
team
that.
foul.
You know, maybe there's some bad
That one to
blood
the lineup for the
between those two.
Clippers.
Yeah, but that's
Marcus
no
Morris.
excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't
84.
justify it. And
54.
even then, it's just not a good play.
We see Las Vegas taking the W here. And the outcome of this one
We hope
was
to see you
never
again
doubt.
soon for the next
And boy,
one.
they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Draymond. When you look at the stat sheet,
Draymond? What is
why things work tonight, what are you looking at the most?
Turnovers. That's the key to the game. Look at
Sound like-
turnovers and how many free throws they shot. They weren't able to set.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.
But guys,
So
welcome
long
back
and
to
good night,
videos.
everyone.
Subscribe to the channel.